Hello and welcome to another update video about Mana. Mana broke above this inverse head and shoulders pattern. We talked about it in the last video. I gave you a relevant support area for wave 4 and we highlighted that as long as it's holding the 28.4 cent level, a fifth wave to the upside could unfold. Now, it's very questionable 5 waves. In my opinion, it rather looks like a 3-wave move up. But nevertheless, I'm highlighting bullish support, which in a case of a pullback could lead to a 3rd wave rally. It's just because I see some altcoins break out here and there, and I intentionally leave it orange. What does that mean? Orange support boxes are sort of higher risk. They're more just there for info. They are setups I don't really trust, but nevertheless, you know, I can only point these opportunities out where reward and risk is favorable, and then I have to leave it with you. It's a subjective assessment where I'm saying, okay, this doesn't look right from the proportions, you know, this 5-wave move up, and it also doesn't really align very well with Fibonacci extensions, because the wave 1 is basically too short, the wave 2 is too short. Okay, the wave 1 is too short, not too much of a problem, but the wave 2 is too short in comparison to what that wave 4 did there. But nevertheless, you know, it is a potential 5-wave move up. So I can just point out that if we pull back now, then the support region between 27.7 cents and 29.4 may provide an interesting reward to risk ratio for a 3rd wave rally trade. Because where would the 3rd wave go? So if I measure the length of that wave 1, it's a questionable wave 1, of course, and we look at, okay, you know, where could that 3rd wave go? It depends on how low the wave 2 goes first, but it won't change much. So we talk about roughly, yeah, maybe 36 to 38 cents roughly for this 3rd wave. So certainly potentially interesting, but and this would only be the beginning, but let's see. I mean, I just point out here, we broke that descending trend line thing that was quite meaningful. We talked about that in the last video here. So we've seen those trend line breaks now on several charts. That's far from bullish yet. It could be a short-term, it could lead to a short-term move up. I mean, remember what happened down here? That was in December, January, right? And I highlighted to you in the last video that we had basically 5 waves complete or nearly complete. So we were getting towards the end of this very long move to the downside there. Yeah, I mean, not much more to add. Just want to point out, okay, look, we broke out of that inverse head and shoulders. We broke above the descending trend line. If we pull back and hold a higher low, that could take us up further. Definitely the trend line broken now, and there isn't too much resistance left here. I mean, if we add the volume profile, VRVP, it shows you sort of the volume spikes, and the next one here is obviously here, the previous that previous area of trade. Not sure how massive it is. I think real resistance starts up here, sort of around, yeah, 38 to 40 cents. So yeah, it's certainly something to observe. I think, let's say, other charts like GMX or Aave, maybe even Veracity, look a bit better, but nevertheless something worth observing. And yeah, not much more to add. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.